Hello and welcome to the Keep Your Cool Mama podcast, where we are encouraging the everyday mom to pursue her dreams and discover her own greatness. Hey cool mamas, this is Sheilah and you are listening to episode 15 of the Keep Your Cool Mama podcast. Hey guys, I know I haven't recorded an episode since April. I'm really over here trying to get my life together. But enough about me. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you forgive me for taking so long to record another episode. But I have to be honest with you. Motherhood, as I know it, is changing. And I am trying to keep up. Let me fill you in. And that's what this episode is about today. Just me trying to keep up with motherhood. It changes. It's constantly changing. So here's the thing. I have a 13-year-old. I have an 11-year-old. And I have a 5-year-old. So what this means for me as a mom is that I have 3 children going through 3 different phases of life. And, I have to be honest, I'm a bit confused sometimes. I'm literally over here trying to keep my cool at all times and just be a good mom and be present and love my boys the best way I know how. They're all still in one piece, thank God, right? So let's start with my oldest, my 13-year-old Malik, who I love so dearly. He turned 13 on June 11th, and the teenagerism, I just made up a word. I sure did. Yep. The teenagerism is all over him already. The sleeping late, the feeling like I know exactly what to do at all times and you know nothing. It's all over him. It's all over him, but I'm thankful for him because, me and my oldest son, we have all 3 of my kids, we have a very good relationship, to the point where they feel comfortable coming to me about almost everything. And I say almost everything because I just think as, when we're kids, just think back to when you're a kid, there was just some things you're like, I'm not going to talk to my mom about that. I'm just not. But, he's changing. He's changing and I'm just trying to figure it all out. He's a good kid with a good head on his shoulders. He has a YouTube channel, which I'll go ahead and plug here. His YouTube channel is The Ultimate Sports TV, and he treats it as his full-time job, and he takes it very seriously. He loves sports. He loves analyzing sports. He loves everything about it, and I'm here for it because he knows he wants to be a journalist when he gets older. He wants to be a sports analyst when he gets to be a grown-up, and I think it's awesome when you're that age and you know what you want to do when you're an adult. Let's do it. When he turned 13 for his birthday, my husband and I, we made sure that the gifts were geared towards his dreams. So everything that we got him was to go towards, like I said, his dreams. So everything that he wants to do, we want to support it. So those um, things that he mentions to us about what he wants to do, we take that seriously. So we got him a desk for his birthday so that he can focus focus on having an area where he can focus and write what he wants to write, have his plans, and just feel like, I'm a big deal, and this YouTube channel is a big deal, right? So he's been doing that, and he has. I got him one of those cork boards where he can tack his ideas up there, and got him a desk sign that has his name on there with the Ultimate Sports TV up under it, because we want him to take it seriously. And we got him other things, and my sister got him some things that is geared towards his channel as well. So we want to just pour into him, because you know what, he'll be 18 in 5 years, and that has my mind blown. And I'm like, where did the time go? Where did it go? So I'm just trying to not mess this up. And I have to be honest, I'm a little confused. Like, I know I was a teenager before, but I'm a girl. And I was a girl, and I'm a woman now. So I know what it means to be a person of good character, have good values, practice good ethics and things like that. But when it comes to the male part of it, I'm a bit confused sometimes and a bit terrified, if I'm honest. So the teenager stage is it's a lot, but I'm up for it. And I'm learning a lot about my boys, and I'm learning a lot about myself. So I'm here for it. I'm just being honest. I'm confused sometimes. So sometimes I just don't even know what to say. But I'm going to wing it when it comes to the podcast, and make sure that I'm giving you guys content based on where I currently am in my journey as a mom, because I have never tried to present I have never tried to make you guys think that I know everything, because I do not. Anything that I say to you guys is based on my experience. And I'm currently experiencing the teenage stage of life with my oldest son. So there's so much to talk about there, and we'll talk more about that later. But let's go to my middle son. And my middle son, Marquise, is 11, and he'll be 12 in October. And he is at a stage in life where I've experienced this before, right? So it's not as unfamiliar, but it's kind of unfamiliar because he's different. He's not exactly like Malik. He's a whole totally different kid. While the different phases can mirror each other's in some way, they're going to be different because they're different kids. So I'm learning that I can't take the same principles and the same approach that I took with Malik with Marquise. I have to be different when I go about it, and I'm learning as I go. I have to be honest. I didn't know that the range of emotions that comes with puberty hit boys almost similar to the way it hits girls. Now, of course, it's different, a lot different. However, I didn't know that it would be like this. So I kind of didn't prepare myself for this, but I'm up for the challenge and I'm trying. Marquise is just going through a phase where he's just trying to figure out who he is, what he wants. His emotions are all over the place. And granted, he's the kind of kid that is in touch with his feelings. And he'll be vocal about how he's feeling when he's feeling it. And he's also vocal about not knowing how to deal with what he's feeling sometimes. And I honor him for that because adults can't do that sometimes, right? So I'm in the middle of trying to figure that um, aspect of parenting out. Now, I have a 5-year old too, and I've done 5-year old 2 times, right? I got this. It'll be a breeze. Actually, no. Because little Marlon, aka Mr., is different. He is not the same 5-year old as Marquise, and he is not the same 5-year old as Malik was. So the same thing that I talked about with Marquise and how I can't take the same principles that I use, exact same principles that I use for Malik and use it on him and practices. It's the same thing with Mr. I can't use the exact same principles and um, practices that I use on Malika Marquise with him. I have to change him around a bit based on his personality, and it is challenging. He starts kindergarten in August, and it's a little weird because, we're going through this pandemic right now, and we don't know how school is going to go. And I'm thinking that I may have to be his teacher. And the way my 5-year old is set up, pray for me, y'all. Like, seriously. So, the 5-year old part, I've been here before. It's just a little different. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can. And just remembering that all 3 of my children are unique, they're different, and while parenting can be, like how we can use some of we want to teach them how to be good people, what to do in certain situations and things like that. But when it comes to parenting individual children, sometimes we have to go about it in different ways. So I'm learning that. And it's a lot, 3 different individuals, and trying to make sure that they grow up to be good men with good morals and good values. Granted, they are good kids already, which I'm very thankful for. And I'm thankful that my husband and I take it very seriously when it comes to parenting these 3 boys. But it's a challenge, and it's especially a challenge because I have 3 African American boys. I have 3 black boys, and currently parenting also looks like making sure that they understand how special they are regardless of how the world sees them. And with everything that has been going on in the world, the injustice that has been shown against black men and black women, it's heartbreaking, but it's also the perfect time to discuss things like this with your children. I don't think they're ever too young, especially because how things are happening so fast, and no matter how old or how young we are as blacks, it's happening to us. So my husband and I make sure that we have these conversations with our boys regularly so that they understand that although the love is shown here in this household in a way that makes you feel loved and appreciated, and the reality is that the world may not treat you like that when you go outside. So we're trying to make sure that we love on them as much as we can while they're in our arms, while they're in our space, while they're in this bubble that we call home and family. That the reality is sometimes it's not going to be like that when you go outside. You might be seen most likely as a threat, but you're not a threat. How can those 3 innocent faces, those 3 loving faces be seen as a threat? I don't understand it. As long as I have been in this skin, I still don't understand it. No matter how much education that no matter how much I educate myself on these things, I still don't get it. So I'm definitely not going to understand it when it comes from when it goes to, looking at my boys. I could never understand how someone could see them as something other than beautiful black boys. So it's a lot, and that's another reason why I haven't really podcasted, because I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it all out, which is like I'm sure you all are. And I hope that everyone is well, and doing the best that you can, and trying to keep your cool the best that you can. But please definitely keep in touch. We can vent with each other. You can share with me. You can ask me advice, and I'll give you advice the best way that I know how, based on my own experiences, and what I've gone through, have gotten through, and continue to go through. I just love you guys, and we're in this together. But I just wanted to come on really quickly and talk to you guys about where I am currently in parenthood. Just trying to figure it out, just like we always are. And I'm committing to continuing to podcast as I figure this out, because the reality is that I don't know everything, but I do have my heart to share with you guys, and I think that we can all learn from each other. So you can email me at keepyourcoolmama@gmail.com. And please subscribe on any platform that you're listening to this on. And also rate, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how this podcast has influenced you for the good. And I love you guys, and I hope to talk to you soon. And until next time, bye-bye. Before I let you go, ooh, oh, oh. Seriously, before I let you go, please subscribe and leave a review with 5 stars if this podcast is inspiring you and helping you to grow. Let's spread the positivity so that we are visible to other mamas out there trying to find her own greatness. And if you need some advice or guidance regarding your own personal growth while tackling motherhood, please email me at keepyourcoolmama@gmail.com. Love you guys.